Hey guys, down here at Spotted Dog, and we wanted to answer just a few questions that people have when they come in looking for arrows. I know when I started this journey, I had 1,000 different questions, and fortunately, y'all helped me out, and so that's what we're here today, putting a little video together for y'all. And so what is some pretty popular questions people have?
One of the most frequently asked questions that we get, especially rigging up a new bow or what have you, a lot of these videos, you see these guys shooting lighter poundage, and they shoot an animal, deer, elk, or something, and you got about a third of the arrow sticking out of as it goes. Not that it doesn't kill them, it does, but it's aggravating when you don't get the pass through. So what a lot of people ask is, what can we do to, if I don't change my bow too much, what can we do? Well, you can add weight to your arrow.
Okay.
You can either go to a heavier arrow itself. You can add the weights, which we'll show you in a little while. You can add the weights to your inserts, half outs, what have you, the way you can screw your points in.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of people are doing now, and we've done it here too.
Yeah.
And proof's in the pudding, because it surely does work.
Yeah, well, that's what y'all done. So this is my arrow builder right here. I'm only shooting 345 grains.
What are you shooting in the? What is not your tip, but what is your insert?
So I have a 100 grain insert, Ethics archery insert y'all put in for me with the 100 grain fill point on the end. So I'm shooting 200 grains at the front of this arrow.
Tell you something else too. It really helps that front of center. It helps the front half pull the back half rather than the back half pushing the front.
And explain that to them real quick, because I'm still not super familiar with the FOC or front of center. But I know last year I shot a deer. It's only 20, 30 yards, but I shot a deer and I nicked an arrow, and my arrow still kept flying straight. It was doing like this in the back, but it kind of pulled my arrow through.
And something else, and in wind, some folks are getting ready to go elk hunting, and they hunt out in the Midwest too. The wind's constantly blowing, but what happens? You get enough weight out in the front, the wind hits. That's a lot of surface area. You get a 27, 28 inch arrow. That's a lot of surface, but the wind hits from the side, and the tail end pushes left or right or what have you.
Yeah.
But there's enough weight in the front to keep the front of the arrow true.
Yeah.
But and I'm assuming that's what you're asking.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a tennis ball. If you had a tennis ball and tied a string to the back of it, you threw the tennis ball, the string is going to follow the tennis ball.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. Now here's something else too. At a long range, you shoot in your trajectory of your arrow. It has an arch.
Right.
Sometimes a lighter arrow has a lesser arch, or something that's lighter in the front end. Your front of center is not exactly where it needs to be, but an arrow that has a heavier front of center tracks better than an arrow with a lesser front of center. Okay. So if you're too light in the front, your arrow has a flatter trajectory. And the flatter, I'm not talking about faster, just it's a flatter track.
Right. Yeah.
One with the heavier front of center, it tracks like it's supposed to. It tracks in the arch.
Yeah.
But boy, your arrows fly so much better. And then when it hits on the business end, it's all business when it hits.
Okay.
But anyway, that's some of the, and there's some other questions that we'll get to on later time too that we need to cover. Yeah.
Okay. So thinking you don't want to go super light on an arrow, but you don't want to go super heavy either. There's
a kind of a medium there. We just don't want to get caught up with what that chronograph shows. A lot of people they get caught up in that big number on the chronograph. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in that. You're still going to have to judge your distance anyway. Most everybody's got a rangefinder, or they have the Garmin sight or what have you.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the chronograph.
Okay.
But let the arrow do what it does.
Okay. All right. So if someone needs to get a new bow, new arrows, are y'all the guys to come see?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Come on down here and see us. And I'll tell you something else, Nolan, and you've been a big factor in it too. But our website is kicking, and boy, we're having fun with it. It's SpottedDogSportingGoods.com.
SpottedDogSportingGoods.com. Orders over $99. I believe they still ship free.
Ship free, and the arrows and stuff. Now we don't necessarily cut them and ship them that way, because there's a lot of how people measure and this kind of thing. But these points and stuff. I mean, we're shipping that stuff every day. I mean, it's not overwhelming yet. We wish it was overwhelming,
Yeah.
but it is pretty fun.
Yeah, well, good deal. All right, well, sweet. Well, you guys got it. Come down here, Spotted Dog Sporting Goods. Michael and Richard in the bow department, these geniuses will fix you up. So until next time, and actually, the next video, we need to talk about some saddles.
Yeah, and that's something that's another thing. That's the fastest growing subject or category in our archery.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
Is the tree saddles, and we've got 3 great companies that have partnered with us. We have Tethered, we have Latitude, and the new one we have is help me out. Oh, no.
What is it?
Cruiser.
That's
There we
it.
go. Cruiser. There we go. And we're so happy to have them too. And look, we have a tree that will help you. You know, you say, man, I don't know how that thing feels, and you spend that money and you go on a tree and you take the chance on. No, we're going to have it here to where you can climb this tree with a step and sit on the platform, try it on, see how it feels.
Yeah, and it's going to be inside.
It's going to be inside.
Air conditioner.
And the air conditioner, so it won't be so hot. And
Yeah.
it is hot.
Well, it's going to be one of very few places, I think probably the only place, I feel pretty safe to say, that you're going to be able to come and try a saddle on and actually hang from it before you buy it.
There's not another place that you're going to
Yeah.
see this kind of selection with a saddle. I can assure
Awesome.
you that.
Okay, all right, sweet. Well, you guys heard it here first. Come check out your saddles, get your arrows built, all your new bows, everything else. So until next time.
Hey, I appreciate you coming.
All right.
Thanks,
Yes,
brother.
sir. See y'all soon.